Hey guys, welcome to the Years in Between with me, Loretta Maria.
And me, Century.
This is a podcast where we talk about our thoughts, feelings and experiences in the years in between.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Tired. Actually, am I tired? No, I'm not tired. I'm good, actually good. How are you?
I'm alright too.
How's your week been?
My week has been fine. I'm trying to think.
What she did for the week?
Oh, couple highlights of the week. I went to my friend's house and she made me steak, roast potatoes.
Oh, did you post it on Instagram?
Yeah, I did. It was really good.
Did she have a cat?
Yeah.
Oh, were you scared of the cat?
No.
Oh, okay.
The first time I went to her house, the cat did scare me because the cat is not because I'm scared of cats, but the cat is like dark grey, and the cat just came up. It's called Mr. Grey or Grey Cat, something like that. And the cat came out of like the corridor, and obviously the corridor was black because the lights were off.
I can imagine.
And I was like, what is that movie? Yeah, literally. And my friend next to me was like, and she was like, you said don't do that. And I was like, I literally just got scared for like 2 minutes.
Guys, if you see the thing is, you can't. This girl, when she gets scared, is the funniest thing ever.
I feel like I go through that experience every single day of my life because I don't understand why pigeons have to fly over me.
Since her.
Sorry. So that was one.
So bad.
That was one. 2.
Did the food taste good?
Yeah. I said medium. Basically, not medium rare, like medium well.
Done.
Yeah, and she hit down the spot. It was soft, yet the outside was like properly like. Sweet potatoes were tantalizing.
It looked good.
It was good. And we had donuts. We had crackers.
What type of donuts?
Chocolate. The mini ones. You know when things are mini, like the taste is like better because it's compact. You know the flavors.
Not the mini. Is it the one with the half chocolate one?
Yeah, really good.
So it is. I feel like 'cause my dad got them like not crazy amounts when we were younger, but like you get them and it's just. I think maybe they're too much for them. But jam filled donuts from Tesco, M&S or Waitrose.
Not Sainsbury's.
Give me that.
You forgot.
Sainsbury's forget they forgot themselves. They need to find themselves again.
If we don't get a brand deal because of you.
If they want to send me jam donuts, I can test them out and see.
The person who makes jam donuts, Johnson's.
Johnson's?
Who makes jam donuts?
Waitrose, M&S, Tesco.
Like no, the jam donut brand. Like.
Oh, I'm talking about the shop brand. It would each be like the shop. You go to the bakery section of Waitrose, or of M&S, or of Tesco, of Asda. No bueno.
I don't think I've had pastry from Asda. Asda, Aldi, it leaves me out. Don't Asda keep their thing out and open?
I don't know. Like I don't really. But do you know the sprinkle cookie that I like? I had another one of them yesterday.
Sprinkle cookie.
You know the one I told you from my childhood, that the cookie that I like that I found in Morrison. Yesterday I went to Morrison and we got the heart.
Morrison's, don't they like leave that out as well?
That one's in a packet.
Okay.
I'm very particular. I don't do stale stuff. First of all, like
stale. I heard rats go over them.
Rats. Sorry. Do you think I eat?
Your English is struggling there.
Do you think I eat bakery food if there's rats? I'm not entering the shop, but if I enter the shop and you've got bakery and you've got your pastries out on display, no cover, no nothing, I'm not buying that. What do you mean? It's oxidized and hard. Oh my gosh, so gross. Sorry, carry on. You're saying you had donuts, crackers.
Sagati.
Halimu Uganda.
It's dead.
Oh, since that.
But that's the first time I tried. Have you tried onion chutney?
No, but does it taste like French onion soup? You've had it. We had it together.
Yeah. Tastes like onion.
Does it taste just like? Is it like dark? Is dark purpley? Is it dark purpley?
Yeah. Have you had a?
Yeah.
Sorry, it's because
the thought process.
Yeah.
Carry on.
Have you had a sunset burger from Nando's?
Yeah.
And they have like some sort of like.
I haven't had it in a long time.
Oh, but that like sort of sauce
zingy
inside.
sort of.
Yeah, it tastes like that. Had it with cheese and oatmeal crackers. It was actually quite nice, you know. But I had a little bit of the chutney because I feel like, you know. I don't have too much and I don't like it, so I had a little.
I thought you were going to say your stomach. I thought you were going to say,
Oh, my stomach.
can't trust it. Like, my stomach might get a bit...
I mean, that's usually the case, but...
No. But I guess maybe I'll give it a try. I'm a bit iffy when it comes to, like, sauces. Like, in general, like...
Have you had Marmite before?
No, of course not. Like, I don't like mayo. I don't... Unless it's tuna sandwich, of course.
You don't like mayo with fat chips?
No. It took me so long to try burger sauce. Tried it, actually liked it, but the one time I had it, it had too much of a mayo ratio to it. Put me off it. And then I used to go through phases of hating and loving ketchup. Like, I would hate and resent ketchup and eggs as well. And it would make me sick the thought of it. And then one day I'd be like, okay, we can try it again.
When you're pregnant, I'm not sure. You might just be eating crackers in the corner, I don't know.
Not in the corner, in the centre at least. What the hell?
Give me them crackers. Yes, we had that. Oh, had an amazing... My church hosts... So my church has this thing called the Women's Series and have men for the men's series. They have men's series.
Did you have one for Valentine's Day where you had like... Was it Valentine's Day or was it Mother's Day?
It was the week of Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay. Sorry, carry on. I just saw like... I be seeing stuff on her Instagram. I'm just trying to...
You should actually join. I should have sent it to you lot to join. So basically, my friend... No, you won't. It's, your camera's off and everything. It's a conference. It's a Zoom conference. So my friend, who is a chartered accountant, but she's doing really well in her field, very well. So she was hosting a conference about women and their financial health. So she was just really talking about like investments, money management, their... What else was she talking about? She was talking about a lot of things, spending habits, etc. Saving and whatnot. It was really good. It was very good. Nice way to like round off the evening with my friend. So we tuned in that and then went home after because it was quite late at night. Then Thursday actually is my sister's birthday, so...
Oh yeah, I said...
No, Friday was her birthday, but I went to her house the day before and my brother and my sister-in-law was there, and we just sang happy birthday to my sister for the day after.
That's so sweet.
It was cute.
Happy birthday. Okay.
Then Saturday I actually went brunch.
You're actually busy.
On Saturday I went to brunch with one of my brother's like girlfriend. Our first one-to-one together, and it was really cute.
it?
It was cute, yeah. She's
You
really
guys
sweet.
vibe, just...
Yeah, she's really sweet, but she
life.
keeps saying that she's shy, but she's not shy.
Like how sounds familiar to me.
And then after that I came home. No, I went to see my friend for a little bit, briefly. Came home, changed, went bowling with my friends, my best friend and my two male friends. It was such a vibe. Like, I think it was a night that we all needed. So much laughter.
Love them nights.
Love that. On Sunday, had church, and I haven't been to church. Well, it felt like 2 months, but I only missed a week because of obviously the family gathering the week before.
Oh, right, okay.
So it was good to be back at church, like in the presence of the Lord, praying, worshipping, just seeing people that I fellowship with. It was a really good service. Like this month at church, we're talking about the redemptive heritage, which is quite timely because obviously it's Easter Sunday this week. Christ Jesus, obviously he died on the cross for our sins, and with him dying, our old self died with him, and we're resurrected again on the third day. Well, he resurrected and he rose us up with him. It says in 2 Corinthians, I think. So my pastor was just talking about like being free from bondages, being free from things that keep us like limited, restricted, tied and whatnot, and how I actually watched I was listening to a sermon today, and the apostle that was preaching, he played a video about like fleas being held in a little tub thing, and they kept a lid on it, and obviously these fleas would only fly to that height where the lid was, and they kept them untouched for 3 days with the lid still on, and after the 3 days he took the lid off, and the fleas only like
went as high as the
went
thing,
as high, yeah, exactly.
They were like their own imaginary cell.
Yeah. So that's how we are as humans when we are restricted by things in life or fear or whatnot. So he was just basically talking about that and how locations matter. Wherever you go, like it matters. I actually, yeah, it was really good. Really good service.
That sounds good. Very insightful.
It was very insightful. And yeah. I went bowling after that actually. Very spontaneous.
Again.
Again. But with different peoples, of course. It was really good. I got a couple strikes.
I don't believe that.
What do you mean?
Are you good at bowling?
Yeah.
I don't believe it.
What? You haven't actually been bowling with me, so you don't
But
know.
the thing is, I don't know. I just get the vibe. I don't believe it.
Well, you will be silenced.
Were you silent or silenced?
Because I be getting strikes, baby.
Really?
Yup.
Because I don't really like bowling, so probably won't find out. But
You're not gonna ever go bowling with me ever in your life.
no, but it's just like, if it's like a thing, sure, I'll be there. But like, if it's like a thing like where we go out, bowling, I don't think it's gonna make a scene. Miss me with it.
Damn. You've been bowling with your BF?
Yeah, I have, but that was only because we were waiting for a movie and we had to like pass time. And it was like the bowling place was there, and I was like,
You didn't like it because you lost.
well, not because I lost. I just don't like the whole like the whole. I don't know. It just jars my life, and when you see it, it just go curling. Like I mentioned in the last episode, is more my scene. This bit for me.
Okay, but that's me. How was yours?
This sounds so, but the weather last week like was actually really nice. Towards the way, keep in mind, I'm low-key allergic to the summer. Like the summer fights me, I fight back as a whole. But the sun, sitting outside in the sun doing work, that was fun. And I was with my sister for like I did quite a few things with my sister actually, but I can't remember what they were. But the main thing that happened last week that was quite fun, them lot were meant to come, all the cousins were meant to come, but they're snaky. What did you have to say about that?
Sorry.
You said it like your parents asked you to say sorry. But because as you guys know, if you guys remember the whole theatre thing where I wanted to go and watch Shifters, and my cousins wanted to take their sweet time, didn't get the chance to do it, missed out. When this opportunity came to go and do a Disney and Nickelodeon childhood night, I said, I'm buying my ticket right now. I said to my sister, are you down? She said she's down. So I said, cool. I got our tickets. I said to them, are you down? They're like, oh yeah, like we couldn't. I said, collect your tickets and we can go together. They didn't collect their tickets. But I went with my sister, and guys, it was actually really good. It was so, they needed to play more they only played one Cheetah Girl song, which hurt my heart. But they played it, and me and my sister went to town on that song.
What song was it?
You gotta strut like you mean it, free your mind. That?
I actually don't know that one.
Whoa. Are you sure? Did you watch Cheetah Girls? If you watch Cheetah Girls, then
Yeah, I
did.
did.
You have to know
Is
that
that the
one.
chorus?
Yeah, you gotta strut like you mean it. They're in Barcelona. Free your mind.
Oh, it's kind of coming back to me.
Come on.
Are they wearing long
Come
skirts or
on,
something?
get up. I
I
don't
don't
remember
know.
what they're wearing. If you
Remember?
feel it, I think it's in Cheetah Girls too. It's your because they go to Barcelona, innit?
Yeah,
It's so,
they do.
and the guy's like, but then sueño. It was such good vibes. And then the woman loved off High School Musical, which
Yeah.
cool. And she loved off Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana. They put, you got the little rap from. Oh wow, how it sounds, every shoe, every color, and it's a good kind of fun. They also played Felicia Fern. That came on. They played the climb. Those bits where she was
The
like,
climb.
it's the climb. Yeah, they're like, she was like, oh my, because she was German. She's like, oh my, you know, Miley Cyrus, Hannah Montana fans who like, you know, all my sad girls, whatever, come to the front if you know this song lyric for lyric. And I was like, she's gonna play the climb. I was like, I can almost see. I said, yep.
Not the climb.
But then they also played like, not our age was shown because it was an 18+ event, and there were some grown people in that place. Like,
Aww.
I think people like 30s. Like, but they didn't play any That's So Raven. They played Sweet Life of Zack and Cody though.
Oh.
This is the sweet life. But they didn't play they didn't play That's So Raven. They didn't play Shake It Up.
Shake it up.
Yeah.
Shake it up.
shake it. Shake it up. You gotta change it up. And when you've had enough,
Shake it up.
But they were playing Descendants, and I said that's my call.
Me, that's one I did not watch that one.
Me, I was too grown for that one. I was in
Yeah.
secondary at that time. I didn't watch it. But,
I think at that time my parents turned off my Disney.
No. Disney on.
Now I'm messing.
Just growing. That sounds crazy. I'm not saying we had growing channels then. No, we just had more Disney and stuff like that.
BBC 4 o'clock
Yeah.
club.
I didn't even watch BBC Two stuff. I did watch Sarah Jane's Adventures, or
Oh,
the one with
yeah,
is
that
that
was-
the parents disappeared?
I think it's one about quantum physics or something like
I don't think I watched them.
that. Are you sure? Me and Moses loved that one, you know.
There was like me and my brother. We used to watch that show where the parents disappeared every morning.
Which one is that?
Because at that time, it was my brother and I was still in primary school, and my sister was in secondary. Every morning,
Wait, what is it
get
called?
dressed, pattern your thing, pattern your lunch. Yeah, cool. They will come and watch CBBC, and the parents disappear.
CBBC!
Yeah. I never got into 4 o'clock club. People loved the 4 o'clock
Yeah,
club.
me and Maze would rush home for 4 o'clock
I
club.
never watched 4 o'clock. Well, I watched it maybe once or twice, but I didn't get into it. But yeah, so I did that with my sister. That was so, guys. You know, it started at 11 p.m.
Yeah, when you called me, I'm like 11. Oh, honey,
I was expecting it maybe 8,
honey, I gotta
maybe
work.
9.
But I had plans anyway. But
So yeah, you had work, girl. It was on a Saturday.
was Saturday?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I had plans anyway. I
I
thought it was
like,
Sunday.
plans. I was thinking, if it was a Sunday, I would have been like, yeah, no. Actually, I probably still would have gone. But it was good that my sister came because, guys, as you know, I'm shy. If she wasn't there, like, there was one girl who definitely came by herself, and you could tell she was a shy girlie. When her songs came on, she was just there singing to herself. She was living her life.
Aww.
But like, I would actually just be hidden in the corner. My sister even found like she went through the crowd. It was
She
packed. She went through the crowd and she found like a space that was empty. It's so crazy because from on the other side, the perspective is like it's so packed. There was like a little space where there was actually a decent, like a good amount of space, and she found that because she not pushed her way, she got her way through it. But yeah, it was really good. Went to 3 a.m.
11 till 3.
Mhm. It was so nice. Let it shine.
Oh,
It's more than crush, more than like more than love.
baby, I wanna make you mine, and I ain't giving up.
And they played Lemonade Bath as well.
Really?
Terminate.
I actually wanna watch that.
Terminate.
I need.
Have you ever watched it?
No, I know. What? Let me finish.
She
Oh.
said that she needs to watch it. Does that not mean she hasn't watched it?
Let me finish.
You
Oh.
finished it.
In my time, I just want to watch the movies that I missed.
But it makes me cry.
What happened again?
No, not Lemonade. I tried to like the first song. Na 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 na.
No,
They're
I need
like
to refresh. I need to actually.
they're like kids in the school and they get detention basically.
Oh
And
yes,
it's like,
yes.
Literally, I tried to watch
Good,
it
that
again not too
Charlie's
long.
big sister was
Yeah,
there, yeah.
Bridget Medlock. I tried to watch it
Yeah,
again
yeah, Bridget.
recently, and most just started bubbling up. I just turned it off. I said I haven't got time to start feeling. Started crying. Like I just didn't have time.
I want to watch Lemonade Mouth again. Let It Shine again.
Do you remember Jump In?
Jump in. Yeah.
Jump in. Didn't play that either. Jump out. This way fun. I was thinking.
My memory's not good with the songs, you know. I need to watch the Cheetah Girls again.
You know what it is? For example, even High School Musical 3.
But you remember songs.
I don't remember anything from High School Musical 3 other than High School Musical. I remember the storyline. It's because we
Yeah.
were like in year 7 or year 6 when that
Year
came
6.
out.
Yeah, 5, year 6.
Yeah, so by that point, like,
We're like.
I wasn't as like, if
But-
it came out when I was in year 3, I would have been on that.
But my room was very much still High School Musical.
Yeah,
at
do you
that
remember you
point.
gave me your High School Musical bag?
I don't remember it.
The
But
purple and black one.
I actually don't. But wow.
Guys, she actually gave me her like side, like High School Musical bag.
I did. Wait, why did I?
Because she loved me.
But I
No,
was.
not her in disbelief of herself.
No,
You probably got a new fresh one. So let
Yeah.
me give this raggedy one in her.
Bro, my room was High School Musical
Yeah.
Central.
I was just like, wow, she got it all. She got it all and enjoyed it. But yeah, no, High School Musical, they didn't make songs that they used to make. Do you remember Camp Rock? They played I'm too cool for you. Like, bro, and you know, hasta la vista, everybody. And my brother. Oh, God, it's so much more fun because obviously we know my brother now, but he would eat them songs up, man. Boy, oh boy, like.
He actually can sing, like, you lot.
No, he can't.
He's actually got a song.
He's like.
He's got a voice on him. I'm gonna lie. I cannot lie.
He sings like he tries to be Michael Jackson. Like I don't know what it is. It's because my dad sings like Michael Jackson.
No.
Stick to the stuff you know.
So that came to my mind, and that was very impulsive. So continue. Your dad what? Your dad can sing.
My dad can sing, but then
he can sing.
Yeah, like he can hold it. He got a little voice now.
There's no way.
But it's given very much a church type singing. Like it's not like you can go.
Oh.
But yeah.
I feel
then,
like I can
church
sing.
that.
I can.
Give us. Come on then.
Who the sun sets free, always free indeed. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you.
I'm gonna cringe when I watch it back, but yeah.
I like that.
Thank you.
Oh, she's so cute. But yeah, that's basically been my week. Did I do anything? Oh, went to Portobello Market.
How was Portobello Market?
Went on a Sunday though.
Packed.
And no, I forgot because I haven't been there in so long. I used to go there a lot when I was, not a lot, but I used to go there a good handful of times when I was younger. And I forgot that Saturdays when it's popping, Sundays when it's like less. And I went there with my boyfriend to show him Portobello Market.
Oh, it
didn't eat down the way it's ate before, many times before. And it's kind of jarring because it's like, this is not what I'm like. It's like, you know when you take someone somewhere and you expect to like, whoa, like.
That's how I feel when I invite my friends to church and you got.
It's not given the way it's supposed to give, and it's just like, and the journey was so quaint. Like it felt like we were like going to fucking Galilee, bruv. And then when we got there, and it wasn't given. I said, I didn't suggest this. Like it wasn't me. But the food.
There's grace in that Sunday.
It was alright. We got the chicken. We got Korean sweet chili chicken.
Sounds
and
nice.
That tasted nice.
Sounds nice.
But they're bulgogi.
Oh, you didn't like it? Oh.
Thumbs down, bruv. But yeah, that's been my week. Oh my gosh! And tomorrow I'm seeing my best friend.
Aww.
I'm so excited.
What are you guys doing?
Oh, not tomorrow. The day after tomorrow. We haven't decided yet, but just because our schedules are so busy, obviously being grown and all, you have to actually collect time 5 years in advance at this point. So yeah, if you like set a day and we happen to both be free, and I'm just like snatch it up. So
that's nice. I hope you guys have an amazing time. I'm also seeing my friend and her mum made cake, so I'm going to eat some.
What type of cake?
I don't know. I'll find out tomorrow.
Enjoy. But yeah, guys, onto the book.
Onto the book. I unfortunately don't have any questions this
I was
week.
thinking that the way your eyes were looking, I was like, is she about to come up
I
with
was
some?
gonna try come up with one, but I actually can't. Oh, question. Let's say you're on the bus and you're sitting down comfy reading your book or on your phone scrolling through social media. You're comfy in your chair, like you're 10 minutes into your journey. You've got like 20 minutes left. Like you're comfy in your seat. You're not even sitting in the disabled elderly like giveaway chairs. You're sitting like, you know, behind. Cool. The elderly giveaway chairs are filled by elderly disabled people. And you're kind of the only the next person to give up your seat, right? There's a 30-year-old with crutches on the bus standing. There's a pregnant woman standing. There's an elderly person standing, and there's a blind 13-year-old girl standing. Who would you give your seat to?
Respectfully, I'm gonna stand up and whoever out of them collects the seat first, he can do it.
What's it called?
Because-
Squid Game.
Exactly, because like I'm not about to be the judge, the juror, and the what do you call it, to decide to collect seat. I'll just go, ooh.
Are you sure you're not gonna lock eyes with anyone just to say like, oh, you know?
But then if I look eyes with the guy, the 30-year-old with the crutches, and then I don't know, the blind girl, the elderly girl, the pregnant person is like closer to me, well, sorry, I can't. What I'm gonna say, stop. This is not for you. I've made eye contact. I don't own the bus. Like, I'm all about peace. Please,
Yeah.
I would give up my seat easily.
Yeah.
But I'm not about to come and do selection of who gets it, because I don't know
What
what if the pregnant
who's
woman
suffering the most?
exactly, like what if the pregnant woman, she's literally like what, a day away from giving birth, and she literally feels it, or like
Yeah.
that pain. Hey.
But
And then,
sitting down might be uncomfortable for her because the baby might be like down.
but what if like sitting is what she finds comfortable?
Yeah, true.
So who am I? The blind girl, the person? Who am I to come and now say you've been selected? You can sit. No, I'm just gonna. I'm gonna swiftly move out the way and keep listening to my music. Hopefully, the person next to me also takes initiative and we give 2 seats.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
if we can't, I'm just gonna have mine. What did you decide?
That was quite a hard one. I don't know if this was like really mean of me, but I ruled out 2 people instantly.
Who?
I said, sorry.
I know who she said.
Who did I say?
I feel like you ruled out the blind girl and the guy with the crutches.
Oh!
I know what she's like.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Am I that predictable?
No, but I just know because like the guy with the crutch, I feel like the way you're looking at it, like if you're blind at 30, you're probably thinking, oh, you're used to it. Like I don't know. Like I know your thought process. I'm thinking about it. Whereas the pregnant woman and the elderly person, like they're brittle bones. The pregnant woman's like a situation she can't like.
Yeah.
I don't know. So
that was exactly my thought process. But I don't know who. I don't know, like who.
That one you could just lift whoever gets there first.
Yeah.
Because if the pregnant woman sees the elderly person, she might be like, oh yeah, you can
just sit down. But I feel like the elderly person can, depending on the person themselves, they could be like, no, you sit down because you're bearing child, and I'm like getting off in 2 stops, which they do like to say, because I do give up my seat.
Would you measure how elderly you feel like they are?
If I see that they are unable to stand,
Okay, first.
like if they come on the bus already and they're taking like, do you know what I mean? I'll be like, okay, yeah, let me give up my seat, you know?
Yeah.
Sometimes they'd be like, no. I'm like, okay, you wanna stand?
Let me take my
soldier.
Soldier. Alright, soldier.
But there was one woman, yeah. I was sitting at the, I sound like a real passy princess. No, TFL princess. Anyways. Okay.
Familiar with the layout.
My godmother's doing amen.
Amen.
So I'm sitting at the 2 seats at the front, like next to the bus driver. I don't mind sitting there, you know.
You know, I actually like that. Or if I'm sitting at the front at the top, I don't. It may seem moist. I don't give a heck. I want to see the view.
Yeah.
I want to see where I'm
Do you know
going.
what I mean?
Look around.
Today I was watching the bus driver drive. I saw him signal.
No, you observe
I
that.
saw him look in the mirrors. I thought, yeah, you go, sir.
you're a good one.
I feel safer in your bus. On your bus, amen. So I was sitting there, and the bus was jam packed, like behind me, jam packed. But I'm like, I'm good because someone's in front of me. And so this elderly woman came on the bus, yeah, and she had a stink face, like one of those entitled.
Yeah,
elderly
they
women,
expect you to just.
And she was just like, she looked at me, and I was like, oh, do you want to sit? She's, I can't sit there, it's too high. I'm like, okay. Then she was like, well, someone needs to get up. I can't stand for the whole journey. Then her daughter was like, Mum, you can't tell them to stand. And she was like, well, I can't stand, I got crutch. I'm like, oh my, I was like, I need to get
Do you know what it is?
ASAP.
Like, I'm always happy to help people, I'm always willing to help people.
Me too, but when
But
you have an energy like that.
like when you come with like an overwhelming sense of entitlement, obviously there's life that makes people that way, but nobody owes you anything in this life, really and truly. So when people come on that energy, it just makes it a bit harder to want to be a good citizen and give up my seat, because I'll turn up my music.
No one actually gave up the seat to her. She actually stood.
And look at God, she stood the whole way. And she said
She stood the whole way.
She said she couldn't, but God gave her the strength to say, amen, amen.
But I was just like, yeah, I need to actually have my own space. Like, it's getting too much now. But yeah, that was my question.
It's a good question, but yeah, I'm gonna give it up. They can fight for it. It's Hunger Games.
Squid Games now?
Yeah. I never watched Squid Games then.
You didn't?
My sister started watching it, and obviously she watched the whole flipping thing in one breath.
Yeah,
I just
so
sort of
did
like-
I. Everyone did.
But I don't know, I feel like because it was, everyone was like, oh my gosh, and by the time, like, when my sister was watching it, like, I think I came in when she was like mid a few episodes in, so it wasn't like I got the organic starting, so I just felt like an overwhelming, it took the world by storm, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
And I was just sort of like, yeah, CBA. I'm not trying to be no special person to be like, oh, it's just, it overwhelmed me, the fact that everybody had watched it. I'm like, I can't keep up in the fact this episode, you know, I'm more of a movie person. I said, did you saw come? Anyway, but it was so good.
I read up to April.
You snake.
There's only 2 pages in March, but I only got to.
Don't ruin anything.
No,
please.
I'm not. I won't.
Oh,
I only got to the first page in April. I was like, I can't go any further because I feel like, yeah, I'm betraying you.
yeah, because she already said that she ruined it for herself, and this one would have felt a bit too close, because you know, you opened it and you're like, oh, I've ruined it for myself, but because this is so close to where we're at now, I don't want to accidentally, you know, say something.
No, literally March is like 2 pages, and I can't spoil that one. It's so like.
Yeah, I deeped. July's gonna come quick, because do you see how much little left is of the book, and the fact that it goes to July? And when I saw, like, I was saying that March is short.
This is how much left of the book we have.
Okay. Oh my gosh, I can't lie. This is why I wish I had my book, so I could like flip to the page. Guys, I'm sorry, I don't have my book, so I can't flip to the page, but
that's okay. I know what you're talking about. We'll just.
But
somewhere between 190 to 200 and something. Okay.
Don't worry. Next episode, I have my book back, so I can give you the page number reference. But Yinka and Donovan.
Oh yeah.
Donovan being the guy again that she went to the charity thing when they were younger, and now they've like just bumped into each other type thing
in the chicken and chip shop, and they hit off, and they like sat in the park for a little bit just talking,
and then she like they opened up like a little bit to each other. Like she was talking about how like she eventually asked about, oh, how was your girlfriend, and then he was just sort of like,
he went thuggish with that.
Yeah, but it's like, it's been 2 years, like he's not in love with her anymore, but I feel like he just sort of, and then she was relating obviously the fact of Femi and her family. It's been 3 years, but she was like, you know, and then at the end when like initially she said that because he was going to the charity thing, and he had 20 minutes to eat the chicken and chips that they had, and that's where they ended up sitting together in the park. When he was going to leave, she was like, actually, let me come with you. He's like, what? Like, so now you want to come with you? Like, they were both, and then she was like, oh, like, I suddenly noticed that he had dimples type thing. Yeah,
she noticed a different side to him.
Yeah, and then she was like, he laughed at all my jokes, like, which is different, because obviously
Alex,
there were sometimes when he wasn't laughing at her jokes, but like Donovan laughed at all her jokes. But anyway, first question is, okay, so thoughts of them potentially / most likely becoming a thing. I think they're gonna end up being don't ruin it, because I know you've read the end.
No, I'm not. I've actually not read July.
Can you open on that page? But let me not remind you so you can.
Yeah, I don't really remember, but I know I've like skimmed, but I don't take it in.
But okay, first. But do you think they're gonna be a thing? Do you like them being a thing? Like, what's your stance on them two?
I mean, I don't have any like
I know you. What?
I was gonna say apprehensions and prejudice against him, but apprehensions. Yeah.
That's a nice word. Apprehensions.
That is a nice word. Why is it not a word? Apprehensions. I don't have any apprehensions against him. I think they have, like, they're learning each other again, and I think in that journey it would be very beautiful for them to understand each other in a way that is different to what they once understood, but also it's in a fresh like start. So I feel like there is a potential where they could, you know, blossom into a romantic relationship. However, I think that would be a slow burn.
Yeah, but I feel like now she's having them physiological reactions, because then she was saying, like, she said something like, oh, did I even put it down? No, I didn't put it down, but something like, she got like a tingly whatever.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, when you put his hand on her shoulder.
Oh yeah. And I was just like, okay, Yinka.
Okay, girl.
But I do think they have like meaningful conversations. Like they had that conversation about like Christ and Jesus and stuff, and like she froze when she mentioned, he was like, I did grow up Christian, you know, and then he asked her like, why do you like what, and they had a conversation about that, and I feel like she doesn't have that sort of comfortability with Femi,
She
Like,
didn't.
they be talking about, obviously, because he lost his sister and she lost her dad. And obviously
You mean
that's deep
Alex?
stuff. Yeah, fit. With Alex. They talk about deep stuff because obviously Alex lost his sister and she lost her dad.
But she's trying to impress him. So
Yeah.
the conversations are not.
Like, it's just not by force, but it's like there's underlying sort of task at hand.
Oh. There's a goal there.
And okay, the other question is, do you think in platonic relationships, we kind of touched on this concept a few episodes ago, but do you think in platonic relationships consistency and or persistence can make it work over time, even if they may have not been physically attracted at first?
That's a very long question.
So
Break it
platonic
down.
relationships,
Yeah.
consistency and persistence, will it make it work even if they weren't like initially like,
Attracted
because they're
all
your
the time.
friend, like I wasn't attracted to them through friends?
So if it's platonic, strictly platonic, then it won't develop into something that's potentially romantic because they just that's my friend and you're my friend, like the same way that you're platonic with your best friend.
But then with Donovan and Yinka, it's looking like,
I don't think that's strictly platonic though. She's having,
but now she's just starting to have that. Before she found him annoying, like,
yeah, but even in that, like, were they really friends?
I guess that's true because she did find him like
He was rude to her.
Yeah, was bullying her somewhat.
Yeah, so I think to the latter part of your question, like consistency and perseverance in a friend, like, let's not say platonic, in like a male and female friendship, I think that would develop into like feelings and so forth.
Personally, like we said last time, if the girl's not feeling it, I don't think
It could even
like
the
unless
man
your
wants
persistence and
that,
consistency lasted 10, 15, 20 years, maybe.
But then also there's a risk of, you know, when you want something so much, yeah, and you finally get it and you're just like,
it's that it's the idea of it, like the chase almost to attaining it. Once you're in possession of it, it's the idea of being tantalizing, like just out of reach, and then once the excitement goes,
you weren't even that nice anyway.
Wow. Okay, on to the next question.
I definitely feel like I've been on the receiving end of that.
What do you mean? A friend trying to pursue you?
I wouldn't say a friend, a guy.
Okay.
Trying to pursue me for a while.
And then once they...
Yeah. Ladies, don't do it. Trying them for a long time.
Yeah.
Don't give them the opportunity.
So you say, let him keep chasing. I guess
Don't
if
even
you
let him
don't like him. Like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
Well, I guess the situation was different for
I
me.
just remembered who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Okay, so this bit relates to when Alex comes over to Yinka's place, and obviously like Nana's helped her chef up all these things like jollof rice, every pounded yam, I think all of it, like plantain.
Guys, if you're reading the book, oh, that one pinched me.
Why? She's trying to jump the gun. The first question I was gonna say is because Yinka ended up wearing Nana's stuff without permission, and obviously Nana comes in and she's like, you're wearing my stuff, like obviously how do you feel? Are you the type of person, like for example, if your best friend came and took something of yours to wear without permission, knowing that you're most likely gonna say no to her wearing it, are you the type to like bang out, or are you more the type to be like, just ask me, or like I'm both like?
I'd be very like, do I even need to answer this? I'd be like annoyed, because not even that you took it without my permission, but why do you think you could go through my stuff? I don't like nosy people in my belongings, you know. I like I'm not hiding anything, guys, but I'm just like, come, it's mine, like it's my privacy, like. Just X me, girl.
Getting tight just talking
yeah,
about
no.
it.
I've had an experience like that in the past, and I remember like I saw it on the person, and my eyes just followed them. Like, you didn't ask me about that. And I went to my mum and said, "You didn't ask me." Oh, it's fine, you know. I'm like, yeah, but it didn't ask me.
The thing, it's like a courtesy, like.
Yeah, like.
Because then what if you spilled something on it? Now you haven't asked me, and now you've ruined my clothes. Where do we go from here? Like, so now you have to come and explain that you stole my belongings and you've ruined it on top of it. Send me the money.
please. Oh. But
Anyway.
yeah, I'm not.
Oh.
That's why I said to my brother.
This is your
like,
best friend though, because this is her best. This is your best. So if Celine did this to you,
even still, brother, why didn't you ask me?
first.
Or even still, like if you know I wouldn't mind you borrowing that specific thing, like I have not worn it in ages, and you're like, she wouldn't mind if I wear this. At least tell me, bro, like I'm wearing your thing. I hope that's okay. Or you know, like just let me know.
No, I hope that's okay. Don't end the sentence with that. Ask me, can I wear it?
Because you're already wearing it.
Yeah, because if you say I hope that's okay, you're assuming I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah.
What if I feel like saying no today? What
if I had plans to wear that said thing tomorrow?
Exactly.
And
Is
now I
that
can't.
twins?
Yeah. Oh, they're borrowing clothes.
But I guess if you're best friends, that's allowed. But still,
yeah, I don't know.
it's just a common decency.
Yeah, I don't know. I even feel like when people ask me for something, like, and I lend it to them, I'm like, when am I gonna get it back?
Timer,
even if it's even if it's my phone and like, oh, can I quickly check something? I'm just like, when am I get my phone back?
Give it back. Give it back.
Nah, I actually thank God that I'm not an older sister to a girl. I'm an older sister to a boy, so I didn't have that sharing like argument.
God bless my sister.
You guys don't. That's
no,
really
but it's no. I'm saying that I probably was that.
Oh, yeah.
I'd probably be like, oh no, I want to try. As soon as she said that she wants to try it now, I want to try it too. Yeah.
I mean, my younger brother was like that, but it's more so like foods or because I was quite active when I was younger. So I don't know. Like if I get rollerblades, he's also getting rollerblades. Do you know what I mean?
I'll never forget. Like this is years ago, back when we were younger. When you, I don't know. I think we were going to your house. I don't know where your dad was taking us, and then he got us like a chocolate from the Tesco petrol station, and maybe it was my dad, I don't remember, but you got a Snickers, your brother got a Snickers, and then all of us, me and my sibling, we opened that yum, and then you were like sat there, and Moses was sat there like looking at you. I was like, Moses, why did you, oh, I can't open it and eat until Cinta eats hers, because he didn't want it like eat it and then want yours. So he wanted you to eat yours as well. So it's like, I didn't want to like take. I was like, that's so cute.
Because I probably got onto him in the past.
So he was like, I'm gonna wait until she eats hers so we can like both enjoy it type thing. Like I don't want to annoy her.
No.
And like
I said to my mom the other day.
He just used you as a cue to know when to eat type thing.
Oh no! I actually said to my mom the other day, like I wish I could go back time and not be rude to my brother. Like he was really like he was leading.
So
yeah,
cute.
he was so
such
sweet,
a
but
calm little boy.
Because he was like leaning on me and like, oh man. But now I understand like that's really sweet. Like for him to trust me, it was really sweet.
I think you did like, because he said that, I think you did then open it and you did like start eating it because you realised that he was like waiting for you.
Aww.
And I was just like, because obviously I'm the youngest of my siblings, so I was like, oh, that was like a cute dynamic to see. Okay.
I remembered one thing. We went to Thought Park, we all went to Thought Park, it was like 12, 11, whatever. And obviously my younger brother came, and I remember he wanted to sit next to you on the ride. So I was like,
who?
Next to me in the ride. And I just remember in the moment like, I just sit next to me. I want to sit next to her. I remember going on with him.
She was crazy. I don't remember your younger brother there, but I remember your older brother. I remember my brother.
Yeah.
But I vaguely remember him when we went to Vortex. Did he back out last minute?
Yeah.
Yeah. But after that, I don't remember him. I don't remember any of the boys.
He was so sweet, and now he's just mean.
No, he's still so sweet now.
To you guys. I think
I guess it's retribution.
Yeah.
For that behaviour, I'm gonna pay back somehow. This next bit, guys. So, like we've been setting the scene, Valentine's Day. Alex is over at Yinka's place.
Nana cooked for her.
Yeah, Nana's basically cooked, and Yinka's helped, but Alex thinks it's Yinka. And then they even talk in conversation, like he's like, oh, but like, so like I don't really understand why you're not wives, because it's like, you know, you've got a place, you've got a good job,
You've got a nice
like,
car.
and obviously you can cook, and then she's just like, you know, and she even said sometimes, I think this is the thing.
Sometimes
a man doesn't know a good woman when she's right in front of him.
Yeah. And he goes, well, I know when a good woman's right in front of me. So I'm thinking, I think,
Yeah, they're like,
he's about to say that he likes her.
and she's like, all like, and then what she says something where it gets on the topic of like crushes or like who he's feeling.
She says like, oh, so who have you had your eye on? And he was like, someone that I met very recently.
And then she's like Vanessa, and
he's
like,
like,
oh no, that's
she's
baby
like,
sis.
yeah, she
like,
look like a little girl to me.
yeah.
Like, she'll
And
be
then
older.
she's there like,
like, it's gonna be me. Like, you know when you prep yourself, like you're about to get an award.
exactly,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to hear you say it.
Yeah.
And
then really recently, like,
but then what happened in between that?
Oh,
Nana comes home.
Nana comes home,
and that's when Nana Yinka
from the gym.
Yeah, have that whole like
You're wearing my stuff.
Wearing my stuff. And then she's like, oh, I've got a website. No, I've got my fashion show that I'm gonna do. And then
Alex was like, I can build your website because I'm a web designer.
And he was like, I want to buy like your clothes off of you, because he saw Yinka obviously in her clothes last time and her clothes this time.
Yeah.
And then Nana's just there like, okay, like she doesn't really care. She's like, she doesn't like him because obviously he's the man that her best friend's changing for, so obviously she's moving stush.
Yeah.
And then cool, she cuts the news, and then Yinka's obviously like,
that's when we're having this now conversation.
Yeah.
Like, oh, who'd you like?
Yeah, who'd you like? She's like, oh, you were saying, and then who does he say?
Nana. I was on a bus like,
bro. I was sat in the sun reading this. I said,
if that was me, how would I
react? Literally, the question is, what would you do if the man you were smitten over overlooks you for your best friend? As in, you just met her for 5-6 seconds.
Not even 5 seconds. I think that interaction was like 2 minutes.
And she was so bov. Like,
yeah, she was just like,
she was literally like,
okay.
When he was trying to give her his business card, she's like, can you give it to Yinka? Like, I have to go.
Yeah.
Like, she didn't give a heck about this man. But
in that moment, he was like,
he just loved the nonchalant, like,
you know, cartoons where it's like,
yeah, like the heart eyes, like Tom and Jerry type thing. That was him. He was literally there like, whoa, like, I want to wife you right now. I was just there like, he said recently, like,
nah, I was gobsmacked, dumbfounded, as in not even a word came from my mouth. I couldn't even comprehend the thing that I just read. Like, I saw it play out in my head.
Bro.
Like,
no, and the thing is that afterwards he's like, oh, do you want to come to mine on Sunday to have food? If you don't,
let's
get out of my house.
Slow our roll. Yinka said that she said she wasn't hungry. I hear you, sis.
The appetite gone. Like,
she
I'm not thirsty, I'm
her
not
plate
hungry.
on the floor. I hear it. Like, oh, I thought I made it obvious with my business card. No! You made it obvious with me!
Bro.
You were asking me!
And then she threw it in there like, oh yeah, but she's aromantic.
He's like, what does that mean?
That, she likely did that to like be a bit cheeky, to be
Yeah.
like, oh, is that going to put you off? I feel like, because why would you do that to your friend? That's not his business.
She wasn't thinking of her head, she was thinking of her.
She was hot. The head was hot.
It wasn't
Like,
there.
When he said that whole thing about dad not making, no, you don't, like,
Business card, you're a web designer.
like
Yinka
was even there being like, oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So she was. Do you think she was there catalyzing?
Oh, so she was being wingman. She didn't
Imagine.
even know.
I know she went to bed that night thinking, how stupid am I? Like, being
yeah, she started like going over the signs she thought were signs.
Yeah, but then she was like, no, he literally was just trying to treating her like a bro, like.
But treating like a bro, but then saying like, I don't know, because when guys do lick their lips, it's like a.
Yeah, because if you're doing that looking at someone,
you're like edible.
Like, well, you, unless you're looking good. Like, if it was somebody that wasn't as appealing to look at that did that to you, do ill. If somebody that you like the look of does that to you, it's gonna be like.
Unless you know,
okay.
some guys just naturally lick their lips because their lips like get dry.
But if you're giving eye contact like that, I'm sorry. You're looking at me
like an eagle eyes your
Exactly.
feet. No,
Then-
that was really like disappointing.
When that happened to the
and
way
he was
my
so
friend-
oblivious.
and he kept talking, and then Yinka was actually just kept trying to end it, and he just kept talking, and eventually he got the memo and he cut.
Yeah.
Like, I'd actually be like, my stomach hurts. Like, I'm going to bed. Like,
Yeah.
leave.
Nah.
And then Nana comes back, and she consoles her,
Yeah.
and is really like, he's not even that hot anyway. He's
Yeah.
not. Yeah,
It's
whatever.
not that nice.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh, bless
Common
her.
rejection response.
Yeah, but like,
Yeah, it was sad. That was really sad. And she was like
I
picking
should
up the
still be a
post-it
good
note.
friend to Yinka.
Yeah, I know. That was really.
Because it's almost, she could have been like, I told you so, but she didn't.
Yeah.
But she's
Nana's a
obviously,
really good
yeah,
friend.
she's a good friend.
I feel like if your best friend has negative feelings towards your boyfriend for a valid reason, please just go with her. Like, Don't go with her gut instincts, but like hear her out.
Yeah, hear her out.
Because she's having those feelings for a reason. Like, she's your best friend. If your best friend is changing, transforming themselves for a man who clearly overlooked her, yeah, they
For said best friend.
For said best, yeah.
Crazy. But
yeah, well, yeah, I didn't answer the question. I don't know what I'd do. I actually, like, obviously, like, I'm telling my best friend and I'm gonna weep in her arms, like, yeah, but I don't know what I'd do. But I just trust that my best friend doesn't go for him.
but what if she look? Oh, let me not even.
I feel like do you know what it is? Like, I feel like if there's several years in between that moment and let's say they get together, but there's years in between that. I feel like, you know, I'd be like, you know what, it wasn't my fruit to eat. But I'd be happy for them. Like, you know, it didn't work out with, like, I think it would even be treated as like a banterous thing.
For example, at this age.
At this age, and you're with my man, and like
you broke up with your man. Well, even you broke, like, at this age, you're, you know, going on, not even dates, because at this, yeah, if you're going on dates with a guy, oh my gosh, there's even this dilemma from ages ago. You're going on dates with this guy, you really like him, whatever, but you're sort of not in limbo, but it's like you're still early doors. Like, you might still be talking to other guys, he might be talking to other girls, but you guys, like, you really like him and you've mentioned this to your best friend, and then your best friend ends up going on a date with him. But maybe, I don't know, maybe you've never shown him, which is quite weird, but you've never shown his picture to her for her to know it was him. And then you find out that, like, they also hit it off, and then eventually you guys find out it's the same guy. What are you doing?
That's awkward.
Do you think you have priority because you're with him first? But what if their bond is stronger?
No, sorry, no.
Just rinse it off like it's a wrap.
Yeah,
it's okay.
like, yeah.
The streets can have him back. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lose a
I
friend.
hope to
over
think
a
my
man.
best friend would also do the same.
There was a dilemma on a podcast. I can't remember because I listened to a lot of podcasts. I don't know which one it was, but that literally was it. But it was a situation where the girl, I don't think she was feeling him anymore, something like that. But then the best friend was now, like, basically in pursuit with this guy, and it's sort of techie because you're.
This is why, like, that me and my friends like different men. We can find men that, like, we can appreciate their looks.
Appreciate the looks, but not want the same thing. What was that about? But okay, cool. So I guess we're both agreed, like, if a guy were to overlook us for our best friends, if it was a guy we really liked, we'd trust, not even hope, we'd trust that our best friend would just be like, yeah, no, it was never gonna happen. Especially if it's like exactly like Yinka's situation. I feel like give it a week, not even a week, like, the shock to your system to be like,
it's enough to shut every light for that man down.
Like, I feel like guys don't realise how quickly, like, this switch can.
Oh, mine's quick.
And once that, like, flips
off, I'm off.
Like, you'll be lucky if the person, like, if the girl's in love with you, it might take a little longer. But if that switch flips,
long. It's like her eyes become clear again.
Yeah, don't they? Oh, this question kind of relates, because obviously Yinka experiencing rejection from Alex in this situation. So my question is, how do you handle the feeling of rejection, especially in cases where you could have sworn on your life you were going to receive the respective form of acceptance? So Yinka was there like, he's about to say me, and then the water got thrown on her and she was like, oh.
Yeah.
Exactly. How do you handle that? Like, rejection in any avenue, it doesn't have to be romantic, it doesn't have to, but it can be if you want, but like, how do you go about dealing with that whole rejection?
It's sort of like applying for a job that you feel so certain that you're going to get and you don't get it. I think you have to grieve the moment, like the what if, the potential of it happening, and once you grieve that, just let it go, because it's no longer a thing anymore. Like, you've received your answer, what can you do? You can't limit on it.
But like, what do you do?
What do I do? So yeah, as I said, like, I would grieve it. It depends on the situation, it depends how I'm feeling. If I feel very strongly attached to it, I may cry, or I may just vent. or I journal.
Yeah, she's big on journaling.
Big. Or I think my last resort would be sleeping and be like, you know what, stop this. But I would like watch a comfort show or listen to worship music just to like ease my mind and pray. Like, Father Lord, like if it's not for me, no, or you're protecting me from something. I just thank Him for.
You don't realise the plan that He has for you.
Yeah, exactly. So kind of take myself back to the place of humility and like, you know what, I'm relying and leaning on the Lord, and it in my own understanding, in my own human strength, I won't understand, but in Him, there's a plan. So yeah, I think doing all of those things helps me, and I think also, I don't know, forgetting about it, it didn't exist.
Not forgetting, like not dwelling in that sort of feeling of rejection. And yeah, I agree with the whole, like I would be the type to definitely watch something like my comfort shows.
You know, it helps sort of a big sigh.
As in like a to release all that adrenaline, because like that feeling of like I've got like that excitement, and then that crash
when they say
from
you're a good candidate, but when they say we see a lot of potential,
but unfortunately,
if the butt follows on,
it's like the carpet's been pulled from underneath, and you're like and you're like, yo, and it's sort of like a feeling that like you go through like a phase of like almost pissed off and like anger, like what do you mean? And it's sort of like you then fall into like, from like what, like am I not like, but then eventually you sort of like work out of that, like you're saying, go through almost like a cycle of grief, because it's like and I feel like that's in every job, relationship, whatever, like courtship, dating, whatever it is. But definitely sleep though does like have put on a nice thing, hefty sleep. No, put on a nice thing, have something good to eat, like something nice to eat, hits the belly, conk out, and you'll wake up feeling like, what day of the year is it? And you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Last question. When she goes to the bridal thing with Rachel and Ola, because Rachel's trying on dresses for her wedding day, and then Ola naturally being that's called a snake, I don't know, because I don't know what the secret is, we don't know the secret yet, but you know, now Ola's there like, oh, so like how did it go with you? And
I'm not a fan of Ola, so
Ola is just like, she gives bad vibes, evil eye energy, like just like doesn't wish the best for you type vibe.
Yeah, I would hate to hear from her, I told you so.
But then it's also, in the same breath, I feel like she says it how it is. So it's like, if she likes you, if she's happy about something, you would know it's authentic, because in the same breath, if she's doesn't like you or she's upset about something, you would also know.
True, yeah.
So it just gives her, like, she has an overwhelming sense of authenticity, like she doesn't sugarcoat, which can be good, but sometimes there's a time and a place. But my question is, I'm just gonna read it out. It says, what do you think about glazing over the not so good bits of your relationship? In this case, I get that Yinka feels some type of way about Nana, so maybe somewhat valid, plus the family pressure. But in general, thoughts on hiding the not so great parts of your relationship but talking on the good stuff. Do you think they deserve to know as her friends the truth? So with the whole thing, obviously, her finding out that her little thing, well, who she thought was something thing, likes her best friend Nana, and on top of that, the family pressure of, you know, Yinka, where's your husband? And now knowing that her and Alex aren't going to be a thing, and obviously her plan with Alex to be the guy at her wedding is no longer a thing. Do you think, first of all, should she have told Ola and Rachel the truth and been like, because she does lie and say, yeah, it's going good, I'm going to go for dinner with him on Sunday, even though she said that she wasn't going to go, because obviously, do you think it's okay that she lies? Do you think she should have told the truth? And then, what was the other question? Glazing over the not so good parts of a relationship, like, do you think you should open up to your friends, or like confide in your friends? So first question, should she have told the truth?
I feel like she should have told the truth, regardless of Ola's reaction or response, and Rachel's as well. I think the truth sets you free. The truth sets you free, and lying, it just builds a hole for worms, and you can get lost in your lies and stuff. So I think even for the sake of her sanity, she should have just told the truth.
Yeah, just
like,
be at peace with it.
Yeah, it's not the end of the world. Like, Alex is not the only man in the world. So yeah, I think I agree with Nana. Like, she should have told the truth.
Yeah. And then what do you think about like glazing over the not so good parts of the relationship? Because obviously, even though she wasn't in a relationship with Alex, the whole idea of like it not being great.
From my personal experience, if you glaze over the not so good parts of your relationship, then you're obviously hiding that for a reason, to protect the perspective, the view of your relationship, perception of the perception of your relationship, which speaks louder than the words itself. In that it demonstrates that one may have large insecurities about the relationship and not really feel secure in it. Well, basically just said that.
But do you think that
it's good?
Like, you shouldn't put on, like, not put on display, because you're not, like, to your friends, for example, you shouldn't be like sharing those bad things, because you know people say like, if you share like all the bad stuff, your friends and your family hold on to that. You might get over it, but they hold on to it.
I think you have to apply wisdom and know who you can and cannot console in.
And also they do agree of what's been done, please.
Yeah. And there's a group of if you've been cheated on, heck, tell your family and leave that relationship, but yeah, so apply wisdom in who you seek counsel from. If you wouldn't even seek general advice from them, then would you want to seek romantic advice from them? I don't know.
That's very true.
Yeah, so I think, apply wisdom, but also don't hide things from your friends. Like, if we look at the true meaning of friends, they're friends that are there during adversities. They're friends that are there. Adversities, thank you. Adversities. They're friends that are meant to pick you up when you're down. They're friends that are meant to, like, you know, comfort and support you regardless. So you should trust them.
Like, you should feel like you're able to know which friend you can
and cannot go to.
If not, then maybe
you should reevaluate your friends.
I was like, maybe if you don't feel that comfortable, if you have a sibling that you feel comfortable with.
She wasn't even comfortable to tell her sister Kemi.
Yeah, because Kemi acts weird, but she's like overly. She's like, oh, I didn't mean to say that. I didn't want you to feel like I'm just, you know, all this and that about being pregnant and being married. I think
Kemi second-handedly has taken on
dealing with all this whole pressure on Yinka when she's carrying a whole baby. She shouldn't be doing that.
They can't be tiptoeing around each other because they're sisters. At the end of the day, like Yinka, she shouldn't be tiptoeing around her friends either, and only telling Nana, like, if there are 4, then just tell them all. Like, just be honest.
I agree, but again, I agree with what you said entirely. Like, definitely use that wisdom. Know what you can tell and what you can't tell, and who, because you should know your friends. Like, you should know, like, if I tell this person this thing, they're gonna run their mouth and tell it to everyone. But you should know which ones you can
confide in.
And you'll know. But definitely don't like go for it alone, because I feel like the mental turmoil that comes with all of that, because it's just. Sometimes it just provides perspective that you didn't have, because you could be feeling some type of way, and then if you tell it to someone and, I don't know, they see it from a lens where it's like, okay, what's been done may have been like wrong, but it's like, okay, seeing it from this perspective, it may hurt less. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I think in a relationship, when you're in a relationship, your friends/family sees things that you don't see because you're blinded by love. So just to add on to
staying strong, mate.
So Yinka, we love you.
We do, Yinka. And I genuinely think her and Donovan are gonna
we'll see at the end
together.
of we'll see at the end
Alex,
of this
bro.
season.
How are you trying to? And I feel like he knew that Yinka liked him though.
Of course, because why would a woman cook for you for no reason?
Like,
I mean, like, it's different if, let's say, she was at a function and she was going to church the next day and she's like, oh, I packed this food for you because I know you like da-da-da and your mum lives so far away. Here you go. But the woman asked her friend to cook for you. He thinks that she slaved away in the kitchen for him, knowing that cooking such traditional dishes does not take 30 minutes, 40 minutes like a normal.
But then some people do that in platonic relationships. Because I'm thinking of our cousin. She would whip it up for like people, because her love language is making food for people. It can just be people's love languages.
That's like actually one of my friends. You're right.
So,
but I don't think
the case.
I don't think it's specifically for them though, does she?
Yeah, if her friends are coming over, she'll be like, "Oh, I'm
coming
gonna make
over
you."
though, but it wasn't specifically you, sir.
Yeah, if her one friend came over, she would cook.
On that day, they made plans.
Yeah, because like I'm coming over to see you. Okay, calm. I'm gonna make.
Okay, that's nature.
Yeah, that's.
But it's not Yinka's, and also that was planned in advance because they were debating.
I guess it wasn't that much, like for like that much advance. I don't know, but yeah, I get what you mean. Like, and the fact it's on Valentine's Day, like he knew what he was doing. He just wanted to have some jollof rice and have some good food. Like,
I think from the moment he asked her, "Are you busy Valentine's Day?"
And then he's like, "Oh, was that a problem?" Do you remember when he asked that?
I think I would have maybe said, "Does he like me?" Because he should be like. Not
he didn't come with no flowers, nothing. Like, you know what we were saying? Just a little thoughtful. She's cooking for you. You're not gonna come with no.
Yeah.
Oh, here's not even a cheeky bottle of something. If you don't drink, get a slur. Not too pricey, but.
Appetizer.
Yeah, like Noseko. Noseko tastes really nice, you know. Not really nice. It tastes decent, but yeah, that's it, guys. And when we're gonna read to next, the end of
April.
End of April.
No, mid-April. I don't know how big April is.
So we'll read to the end of April.
Yeah.
So yeah, next episode we're gonna read to the end of April. I'm actually really looking forward. I've always been looking forward. This book is, to me, I'm loving it. Like it's
really good.
Yeah, but that's it, guys. That's the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.
For our audio listeners, please do rate us on your podcast platform, leaving us 5-star ratings. We'd really appreciate it. Please do not forget to share our page. We'd love if we can grow subscribers or followers on our Instagram.
At YearsInBetween.
At YearsInBetween. You guys have started with us from the bottom. I believe we will reach the top in the name of Jesus. Amen.
Why are you preaching? But yeah, guys, we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Get double as a superstar. You get